up, guys? It's Desro. Today we have a new account. I'm going to be laddering on a new account and doing a lot of commentary. I'll be putting 1 hour or something on YouTube. So I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. The reason I bought a new account is, well, someone let me use this account on EU. And the reason is the maps. I really suck with the with the maps, the new maps. So I wanted to just start from the bottom. So that's what we're going to be doing today. Usually you get 3 placement matches, but last time I tried to do that, my internet died and I lost the first game. So this is actually really bad when you get on a new account and you lose the first game. We're going to be playing like extra games versus really new people just because of this. So yeah. Oh well. Yeah, the audio always has lag. That's life. I don't know why. Oh, the settings are messed up. I forgot to do my settings. Yeah, big time. Right. So, graphics, everything on medium. Although I want to start playing on low. I'll probably do it after the hour. Here, 70, 40, 40. The invert messed me up. And then we're gonna have to do the hotkeys, obviously. Default. Worker stat, no. It's, everything's in order. Display experience is nice. Turn that off. Set to busy. You don't want to get disturbed. Now the hotkeys, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6, whoops, F7, F8. I didn't know I got that far. I probably never use it. Here I do Shift and Control because sometimes I use both. Alright. Oh, and then center current location. I like Shift F. It's a little bit disturbing when you're trying to make a second forge or just trying to build something and then make a forge because you're gonna use Shift and then F. So that's a little annoying, but other than that, it's okay. Whoops. Whoa. Restore. Shit. Alright, here control this and control this. I don't use control 8, but if I ever start to do that, it might be useful. And then the unit management. Here is to warp. No, it's not here. Yeah, I kinda. Oh crap. Yeah, see the selection thing, I messed up. Alright, the UI. No. What? Oh, right here. Alright. Here's to warp fast zealots. You can put something else, but I don't want to warp fast stalkers. I don't want to warp anything else but zealots very quickly. And then the cameras again. There you go. Except, let's roll. Alright. And we're good to go. Alright. Did I not? Why is this still inverted? Oh. I didn't press accept or something? Whoops. Oh well. So much for 10 pylon. So we have a turn. This is my first placement match. Well, my second one, but the first one I disconnected. And so, That means it's gonna take a little while longer before we play like master people. So what I like to do versus Terran is to do like 14 gates into Nexus first. The reason I like to do that is because on this map, if you go for gates earlier than before the Nexus or after the Nexus, you get your tech faster, and so if they go Mass Reaper, it's a little easier. That's just it. Is it gonna be? No, that's not gonna be too early. Alright, so we haven't scouted, so we'll do that. Scouting at this point is not going to do that much for us. But at least we'll know where he is for the next scout, which is going to give us more information. Right. I'll go for a sentry first. This will backfire if he goes for like Mass Reaper, but if he doesn't, and I guess like if he did go for Mass Reaper, I would have had an SCV scout by now, and the Reapers would probably be there already. But it's just gonna allow us to scout quicker. We'll get the Robo. And the Forge. Right. Whoops. So he's not there. Oh, Reaper. So we'll get extra gates because we have the money for it. Warp gate is going to be complete eventually. Armor because it's better versus Terran. In most cases, some builds will require you to get weapon first, but in general, good rule of thumb to just start with armor. Only versus Terran. Okay. So I don't know if he expanded. Oh. But we're gonna find out right now with this hallucination. So we'll make another observer. Just another one. And then we'll go for the Colossus. Some more gates. Oh, I sent my overlord or my my hallucination in the wrong direction. I should have done something like this, but it didn't. Well, this guy didn't die, so we'll use him somewhere else. Oh wow! And the Twilight Council for good upgrades and more gates. Alright, show me what's going on. Okay, so this guy, was afraid of some cheese, and so yeah. Okay, so the build order I was going for here is just like very very standard, very macro. Basically, like, you want to start range, you want to start a Colossus, you want to get weapon after armor. This is usually how I open the macro. A lot of pylons right now. And then usually I don't, like, I'll make like maybe 3 stalkers. And then, well, it's kind of different, right? Because, yeah, it's a lot different. Because I open Nexus first. Oh, well, he's working on his upgrades, but I think he forgot the starport. Yeah, okay. But usually what I like to do is I like to not make stalkers. Like, I'll get 3 in the beginning, and then I'll stop until I can start Blink, and have +1, and have range, and have Colossus. And then I'll continue stalkers after that. But right here, I mean, I can like expand and attack, and I'll be completely fine. Oh. Like, actually with range, I'll be able to kite him very easily. So here I put my stalkers on 2, Colossus on 3. You must know something is up. And then after that, if I'm still playing heavy Colossus, I'll go for a +2 weapon instead of okay. Just transferring rally point. Sometimes you want to cut probes. Alright, this is a little unfortunate. Only got 20 kills, 30 kills together. But what was it? Yeah, usually like it can be okay to cut probes when you get to 16, or like when you get to 20 at the natural, until you get the 3rd, because some turns will play very aggressive. I might just veto this map for like an hour, simply because, or maybe I can just do different builds instead of trying to play straight up macro. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Yeah, this is sort of a bronze to master, because I lost my first match, so well, I didn't lose it. My internet died, and so it's gonna take a while before I play like master players. Alright, so here we're gonna Nexus first. Whoops. Okay. Not the prettiest execution. So it can be a little risky to Nexus first here without a forge, but we'll take the risk anyway. The reason is, when they 6-pull, usually like they can just take down the Nexus, right? Because your Nexus is in front of your main. But in this situation, your natural, your expand, is behind your main. It's like protected, sort of. I don't know. I think if you're fighting with probes on this map, it's a lot easier to keep your natural alive if they 6-pull. That's how I feel. So that's why we're gonna Nexus first. Even though we didn't scout him first. If you'd be playing on Frost, which is a 4-player map, you'd want to forge if you don't scout them first, just to be safe. Alright. Oh, maybe he was going for 3 hatcheries before a spawning pool. Yeah, that's kind of looks like that's what he's doing. So instead of adding a forge, we're gonna go for a gateway right away, which really helps, by the way. Getting your tech out much faster. Alright, center that. Set the rally point. And then once the pawn is finished, chrono probes until the end of times. Alright. I think he feels a little bit blindsided. You know what? We're gonna play dirty on this map. I usually never play dirty, but I feel like a getaway aggression with Mothership Core will do wonders. Whoops. What? Oh crap. Usually with getaway aggression you don't really need a 3rd gas. So hopefully he scouts it and he's confused. Oh, well. Cancel it. Oh, that's not very convenient, is it? Alright, so we're pulling a huck, basically, is what we're doing. We went up to 8 gates. Hashtag rollout. Oh. Really? You're gonna live? Screw that guy. Alright, so we have 16 probes at the natural, 16 probes in the main. Oh, yeah, I just realized. Whoops. Alright, we're gonna, like, prepare a transition if it doesn't work. I don't know what the Mothership Core was doing, but... But yeah, oh, yeah, this guy's kind of screwed. Force field this ramp, and then nothing can help you now. Okay. So we can just prepare a transition just in case. Oh, is that gonna be roaches? Oh, it's not. Oh well. Oh, come on, man. Don't be unreasonable. There you go. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Aw, damn. That's not good. Oh, maybe we can leave. Whoops. Whoops. Alright. So, we're gonna try to end the game. I promise. Just trying to macro. Well, not really. If you look at my money, it's not really macro, but... Right. We're back. Things are pretty good. Oh ho. Alright, try to... Alright, the game should be over now. Yeah, Roach Horn. But that guy was macroing pretty okay for silver. Having the macro hatch when you're a Zerg like that is pretty good. Okay. Oops. Alright. Oh, so we made it to Silver League. So this is not a Bronze to Master, guys. This is a Silver to Master. Yeah, the paint train is coming. Choo choo! Whoops. Alright, we're gonna proxy. Oh, speaking of proxy, I have a proxy 2-gate guide being uploaded on YouTube right now. I'll have to post it after this game. Oh! Well... Okay. Well, Camino Keys is a sub in chat, but I don't know if he heard me. If he heard the strategy I said I was gonna do. Alright, so when you're doing like a cheese, since there's nothing to do really, you should really work on putting 2 probes for each close patch. Just like this. Well, thank you, Incognito, for subscribing. We're getting closer and closer to our goal of shaving my head on stream. Alright. So when you proxy 2 gate, you kind of put the gates in front of your pawn on so that they don't pull probes and kill the pawn on. So right here should be okay. Or actually we'll do this and right there. Now I believe you can make 2 probes, but I'm not sure. Last time I didn't make 2 probes, but it feels like I was floating a little bit of money. I'll see, he chrono probes like 1 more time, and he grabbed this gas, so that's like not a good way to beat it. So now he's mining gas, which is not going to be useful, and he doesn't have a second pawn on, which is going to probably just kill him. And he's now making another. The problem here is he created a nice gap for me to hide. And so even if he pulls workers, as you can see, I have like a really good position. It's not cost effective for him to do what he's doing. And there you go. And we keep going. I do not get boat gates on 11 supply. No. There's a few variation, but the one I do doesn't involve that. What's a very good early game PVZ cheese? Well, I don't think there's any good early game PVZ cheese. Like, you can do like one base DT, but You know what? We'll try one base DT. Like proxy 2 gate versus hatchery first is usually very, very good, but if you just tuned in, I'm doing, it's not a Bronze 2 Master, but it kind of is, and it's going to be for YouTube, so if you have questions, try to keep it related to StarCraft, so I can answer you. Otherwise, you can always email me if you have something you want to ask, but right now I'm not available to answer. Oh, I kind of made my gate a little late. Just kind of, a little bit. We'll scout to see if he's cheesing. If you gate expand, or in this case we're not going to gate expand, we're just going to gate cheese, but you always want to scout after gates, so that's 13. Unless you want to do a 12 gate, which is not very common, PVZ. Yeah, the paint train. That way you guys in chat can choo-choo with me when the paint train is coming to town. So I pawned on extremely late, but... Oh, so that was a hatch first. That was a very late hatch first. From the HP of his hatchery. I mean, if you're talking like gate expand into 4 gate off of 1 gas, I don't think it's a cheese, because you can always transition depending on how much damage you do. But if we're talking like 4 gate 1 base, then yeah, that's an all-in cheese. The definition of cheese is something that is almost impossible to beat if it is not scouted. So we'll get a stalker, try to deny the scouting, and start our... What? Alright. I don't know what happened there, guys. Oh well. I don't think you can transition very well from 1 base DT. Like literally 1 base, I don't think you can. Sometimes I'll try a proxy getaway beyond the Zerg's Expo and Chrono Zealots to their ramp and hold position, and forge at home and put a few cannons outside their main ramp, then macro at home. Well, I don't know in what league this works, but as long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. Alright, so we have a PvP on this map. What can we do? So we're gonna play macro. Whoops. 10 pawn on once again. So we're gonna go for 1 gate expand with Stargate. So we go 1 gas before core. There's like a few ways to do PvP. PvP builds. There's 2 gas before core, just 1 gas and then you all in. And then 1 gas after core. This build is a 1 gas after core build. Just alright. So you get the mothership core, and then we're gonna expand. Usually you always want to stay with your probe until the stalker's about to come out. So this is probably a stalker right there, and he's chronoing it. So we try to stay inside his base until the stalker is about to come out. So he's got a 2nd gate. He might be a little bit more aggressive. Whoops, forgot warp gate. So that's the thing to consider and be prepared for. Alright, so we've got the mothership core, which can scout for proxies, but in this case, like, he had all his pylons and he had a 2nd gate, so we kind of know he's not proxying, but... Right. Hey. There you go. So after that, after the Stargate that we just built, we want to be chronoing warp gate, and then adding more gates. And making a sentry, of course. Now with this probe, we'll try to scout, see if he's not expanding by chance. What you can also do is hide the probe and make a pylon. That way, if he's really attacking you, you can warp in a few zots and send it to us. You see, he's still there. So we gained some information from that. That was good. We're going to be saving Chrono Boost for the Oracle. And the Nexus just finished, so we're not going to make too many probes, but we'll make like 3 or 4 for the expand. That way it gives us like a little bit more minerals, so it's not useless. Right, so this is the tense moment of waiting to see if he's attacking us. Nothing outside our base. Oh, there's a pylon and more stalkers. So that's important information. The Oracle is going to go and do some damage. So make 1 more sentry and then fighting units. Because the sentry is going to buy us a good amount of time. Oh, photon overcharge. Oracle comes in. We don't see any Dark Shrine, just a Robo and 2 gates. He's not warping anything back at home. So the Oracle's going to town. Like Santa Claus. Oh. So 16 kills. The game is over. Just gonna... If he comes back up the ramp, we'll be ready to force field him. Which I think he will. But I'm also ready to chase after him. We'll put the mothership core in position. And yeah, I was floating a little bit of minerals. That's because I had the economy to go for 5 gates. Like this many probes, you can usually do 5 gates, 4 gates. This guy. Maybe I shouldn't tell them I stream on Twitch when I get to Diamond League. Four stalkers, it takes 4 stalkers to one-shot a probe. He's trying to live the dream. But he was nice. Alright, so we keep on moving forward. That guy was gold. The paint train rolls through town. It doesn't stop. So if you guys just tuned in, I'm playing on a new account because I suck at the new maps, so I wanted to start from the bottom, which is like, you know, low master or whatever, and just go from there. The thing is, I tried to do this yesterday, and I got a disconnect on my first game, so it's gonna take a little while longer before I get to masters, and so there's gonna be a little bit more victims. Usually, if you don't lose, like as soon as you lose, your MMR stops going super high. So since I lost my first game, it's gonna take a while. But like, let's say I went like 15-0, I would be playing masters, and then if you go for like 30-0, then you start playing like high master, almost GM people. But because I lost my first game, it's gonna take a while longer before I start reaching masters. So in the meantime, what I'm doing is I'm commentating, trying to show like new builds. So if there's builds like you guys want to see in chat, you can ask for it. I'll try to do it. And this is gonna end up on the YouTubes. I don't know how much of it. I don't know the specifics yet. I'm trying to go for an hour, but at this rate, I'll probably post 2 hours of it, maybe 3. And we'll try to commentate all of it. So here we're just going to play macro. This guy being gold. So he's got a gas. Most likely going to be Reaper. You know what? We're going to do DT into, or Blink into Colossus. Because I saw it in Pro League this morning. It looked cool. I want to be cool. Who doesn't want to be cool? And yeah. Get out. Oh, the Marine first. That's because I think he delayed his gas by mistake. Because when I got in, the gas was at 1480 instead of like the usual. And so he had no choice. Here it looks like he really wants to eBay block, so I have no choice but to leave the Stalker. Leave the Zealot. Unless he does that, and then I can cancel the Zealot. It's always preferable to cancel the Zealot. So my third pawn is going to be at the natural, so I can hide the Twi Council from the Reaper. Probably not the best thing to do on this map. Something like this would have been really good on Derelict. But I can see it work out. Like, if I would have put it there, probably would have been better than over here, to be honest, but... Alright, so I haven't seen any Reaper, though, so this might work out. Maybe he's going for Factory, also. So you know what? We'll be brave. I'll chrono the Stalker, and I'll send the Mothership Core towards this base. Get some scouting. Also, going for Blink like this, if they're going Factory... Well, I guess it's a stem timing. Not really sure. Oh, second racks in the back. Yeah, so it's a one base bio build. Ortiz, because he's gonna have only one orbital. That's the reasoning. I struggle with this map, like for SimCity wise, because like if you put stuff there, it's really easy to snipe if they drop, and because he's one base, I'm gonna stop at eight workers at the natural. You know what? We'll put this there. This guy's gonna do the DTs. We'll get a sentry because Guardian Shield is really strong. Here we're not going to force shield because he's going to have stim, he's going to have medivacs. It's not a situation where you can... and we'll go for 5 gates. It's not a situation where you can just rely on force field. Like, you could, because this is a small ramp, but because we decided to go for Blink, we have to pick... Or, for DTs, we have to pick one. I could almost make more workers because I'm floating, right? But so I'll have 2 photon overcharge soon. I'll make 2 DTs. 2 DTs and a Zealot. And a Stalker. And a Zealot. So we can have a DT back at home to help us defend. Is he still there? No, he's not. I lost the sentry for nothing. Okay. A little sloppy. I saw... I probably should have had a pylon or a probe in the top left corner of my base to see him come a little earlier. And also I have an extra probe at the watchtower so that I know he's not coming from the front, right? So those 2 things would have helped. But yeah, he had no units to defend back at home, so it kind of worked. I changed the title of the stream to Bronze to Master because it kind of is. I don't think I played a bronze, but I played like silver in my first few games. This guy is plat, so actually I've been having a lot of fun with a with a build lately, which is Blink into DT. One counter to it that I faced the other day, which is extremely strong, is to play standard, so play 1 racks, command center, and then proxy the second, or proxy the factory, and then just keep going into but like you don't expand over here, right? So you'll expand in your main, 1 racks, expand, proxy factory, lift it, send it to the Protoss main, and then go bio into Medivacs, and then just keep making 1 Widow Mine. And so you're trying to go Blink, and then there's a fucking asshole in your base making Widow Mines, and then that's basically it. But the thing is, my build is Blink into Proxy DT into Proxy Robo, and so when I played versus that guy the other day, I got crushed. So hopefully this guy in Plat League doesn't know the counter to this build. could you just put the Robo in your main to be safer and then deal with the Widow Mines better? Yeah, probably. But the thing is, I like to proxy the Robo so I can have the War Prism closer, so I can drop the DTs inside his base. And so, yeah. But this time around, I might, or I should probably scout, I guess, so that way I wouldn't die to a proxy factory, because I have a spare probe on the out on the map, trying to figure out if he's proxying something. But yeah, for this game we won't. In the future, if I really want to run this build and I'm serious about it, I might. And I do it on this map because I don't know. I wanted to do it and then it worked, and then I did it maybe like 5 times and I lost once. So the story of this build by Desrow. It's gonna be an audiobook soon. Trademark. We'll make a Stalker first, and then we'll get the Twilight. And then you want to stop at 16 probes. I did 2 gas before core. That's usually what you want to do when you want to do something that requires a lot of gas, is to do 2 gas before core. Stop at 16 probes. We got the Stalker. Make the Mothership core after that. Send the probe there. Probably make another probe after that. I don't want to chrono the Mothership core, because I want to keep all the chrono that I have for the blink. There we go. So no signs of an expand. Maybe he knows that Protoss likes to cheese on this map. You know what? With the Mothership core, we'll scout for proxies. Probably should have done that in the past. This. Aliens. Alright. Oh, this is gonna be... I don't think the Stalker will be out in time. You know what? I'll go for the Dark Shrine right now. I don't... Was it a Widow Mine? I didn't see. Okay. There's gonna be like... There's going to be an medevac coming. I can feel it. Okay. Making a War Prism just for the hell of it, but... Yeah, that was interesting. That was an interesting game. All right. So we tried our build, and he did factory. Oh, we made it to gold. Awesome. All right. So let's keep going. So we've made it to diamond. And now we're playing versus a barcode Protoss. So we'll have to not mess around, I guess. Yeah, we'll look at my match history after this. Like I said, the first game I played, I got disconnected. But I'm surprised that we're already playing diamonds. That means I won't have to spend as much time as I thought catching up. I also didn't scout for proxies, which could be very dangerous. So I did my homework, and I scouted, even though I didn't scout originally. Alright. Whoops. Okay. So we're both doing one gas before core. Oh, you might be forgetting me. So we'll go 2 gates, because 2 gates is a very good counter to... Yeah, he's not even trying to take his second gas. Oh, now he is. Now he is. But as you saw with the death cam, he didn't try to grab it at all. So I'm still believing in a 4 gate. So we'll be rushing to 5 stalkers is what we're gonna be doing here. When they 4 gate, well, in this situation you can beat them with the chrono boost on the core. But when they 4 gate, usually what you want to do is just get more units out of your gateways than them to overrun them. And so that's what we're gonna do. We'll stop at 16 probes. Okay. And chrono. There's gonna be a probe somewhere building a pylon. We haven't seen the probe yet. We haven't seen anything yet. There might be a probe that went by my stalker. Sometimes that happens. Oh! I saw something somewhere. Okay. So now we have, we didn't trade as well as I would have liked. But now we have high ground advantage and we'll have a sentry, so we'll be okay. But as you saw, that was a 4-gate, the warped 4 stalkers. We're getting a Void Ray for defense, although that should have been an Oracle. I was scared, but I should have been a man. I should have manned up. Oh. So made some Zods, not sure why. But now we'll make an Oracle. We're gonna be a man. And then... So just trap some of it and kill it. Okay. Another greatest trade again, but... So we'll restart pro production. Because I doubt he's gonna stay there. Oh, he is, alright. Well, that makes it even easier for us. We'll get a... just cut off at least 1 or 2 units. So that it's really not cost effective for him. But yeah, with this many Zod, okay, never mind. I thought it could have been DTs if he grabbed a second gas at some point. Grabbed a few. Alright. Just another sentry, just in case. Right. There's nothing left. Alright, choo-choo! Pain train came to town. Yeah, this guy didn't need probes, obviously. Oh, we made it to plat. So, like, in 2 games, we made gold and then plat. Alright. What's next? Oh, so this time we're playing a plat. Another PvP. Oh yeah, I forgot to look at the match history. As soon as this game ends, in chat, try to remind me to look at the match history. We're gonna proxy 2-gate. Did I make a deal with the devil? Nah. I don't need to make deals with the devils. I've paid my dues. Any like min-master could be able to do what I've done so far today. But it takes time to get to like min-master. So some people will get there quicker than others. So I have a guide actually of this build. It's gonna go up on my YouTube as soon as I take a break from this. How long have I been streaming? About an hour. I'll probably take a break after this so I can put the guide on YouTube and everything. And by a break, I mean a 3-minute break. Don't be sad. Oh, he scouted on 9. That makes me think he might be proxying. Actually, I think I have time to scout it. I'm not sure. This first time I'll be scouting after my proxy. Okay, so he's not proxying. Alright. Yeah, we do have the time for it. Second gate. E. I'm like, okay. Because I wasn't gonna have space for the core, I think, if I didn't do that. Let's see. No, I was gonna have space. Alright, so here we just have to be careful that it doesn't get stuck in between there, because then you're very sad. I usually don't chrono this out. Some people do, but we'll chrono it for this time, since we've been scouted. Because when you don't get... I think, like, when you don't get scouted, it's better to not chrono it. I wish I would have said that in the guide that I made of this build. But that's bro, why would you make a guide of a cheese build? I don't want to get cheesed on ladder. I know, I'm sorry. Man, he really wanted to kill that probe. The probe didn't deserve it. Because if I put like the rally point too far this way, the stalker might want to go this way and get stuck in the corner. So you have to be extremely careful. Alright. So here comes the micro part. Oh. Always better to go for the stalker. But yeah, he's pretty screwed. As long as our stalkers don't get surrounded, that's all that matters. Like, I don't really care about this up. I mean, like, it would have been nice if he survived, but... No! Ah. I, like, missed my crowd, because I pressed stop command with all my stalkers, but I didn't mean to. And so the guy that was still up the ramp stopped. Like, that's what I meant to do. Like, just grab the two in the back and then do stop. So that the others keep running. Just like that. There you go. Alright, so guys, that's the part 1 of our bronze to master. Let's look at the match history before I cut this off. So that's the match history. Oh, this account was used in the past, but that wasn't me. Oh, versus AI. Anyway, so that's... Wait. Oh, so that's like 20 weeks ago. It doesn't count. On Neo Platinum S. So anyway, that's her match history. 3-6-9. So we're 9-1. First game being a disconnect when I tried to do this yesterday. So I'll take a 3-minute break, and after the break, part 2 of Bronze to Master. Stay tuned.